Good day and welcome to another edition of Outsider Genie, where we will be looking at the race meeting today from Fairview, where they are racing on the turf track for a change. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of poly racing, I must admit. I grew up with turf racing, difficult to make the adjustment, but the times change, so you have to change. So here at Outsider Genie, what we do is we do a form analysis, and through the form analysis, we try and find you outsiders that you can include into your play. And if those outsiders do arrive, then you will then get a benefit of the higher payout. If you want to subscribe to this video to receive notification every day that this video is published, just click the subscribe now button, ring the bell, and you will receive the notification. You'll also find us on Twitter. Every day I post this video on Twitter. Unfortunately, our Instagram account is not active for the moment. And you can get us on 083 5855 133. Now, above this free video, we also offer you daily form analysis selections. Now, we have a few packages. First package is that you can sign up for 14 days, and the normal price will be 50% of 500, which is 250, but you can get that package now for 14 days will be 175 Rand, and that will be on any day that you take the 14 days from that day that you take it. Your normal package is 500 Rand per month. If you sign up now till the end of May, you can get it for 200 Rand. Then we got a value package for the champion season from now till the end of champion season, the 30th of July. And for 800 Rand, the normal value would have been 1,500. That means you will receive all the selections, because on major race days, only subscribers is going to receive our selections, including Vodacom Durban July Day, which will only go to subscribers. Then I'm launching this new service because there's some punters who are not really interested in exactas, trifectas, and quartets. They want to play all to comes and on the nose. So this new service starting on the 15th of May on Saturday, we will give you 2 top bets, 2 each way value bets, and then 3 all to come bets. It will be a value all to come, a top all to come, value all to come, and an outsider all to come. And you can then, that outsider all to come, you can play for a win, place, or each way, or whatever. Then we also have some serious pick six players. So what we will give you 3 pick sixes for the day. Our normal value, which is not more than 150 Rand for 1%. Then we're going to give you a pick six you can play for 5%, and then give you a pick six, which we build around our top and value bets for 100%. So you can take that percentage that suits you. Then for the jackpot players, obviously you can just use the middle legs of the pick six for your jackpots. And then we will also give you our daily PA for 64 Rand, which you can add on or play as is or whatever. The cost for the service will be 10 Rand a day, so that it means it will cost 300 Rand per month. So I've put together these 3 packages for you. The one is you subscribe from the 15th May to 31st of May, 150 Rand. You subscribe from the 15th May to end of June, that cost would have been 450, you pay 350, or you can subscribe now and for the next 3 months, June, July, and August, and you then get for free the rest of May, and that is that package value was 1,050, and you pay only 700 Rand. You can contact me on 083 5855 133 for payment details. So let's move on to the racing today. We'll be racing from Fairview. And the first 3 races, I'm not going to do selections on the first 3 races, because the first race is a work riders event. Now, I unfortunately don't know that work riders in PE so well, so I'm not going to do any selections on that, because I just feel that, please, I don't want to shoot at these people. They work hard, and then they really work hard, but I just don't know them, and therefore I can't make selections based on, because for me, a part of the selection process is the jockey. And then the next 2 races is maiden juveniles. So also I can't do selections there, but what I'll do is I'll give you the betting on these 3 races. So we kick off with race 1, number 10, Just So Easy, 33 to 10, Forbidden Affair 5 to 1, Livingston 11 to 2, Pure Quality 6-1, Margaret Irfan 6-1, Stereotype 10-1, Drakais 12-1, Isn't It Bliss 13-1, Emirate Flame 14-1, QS VAR 40-1, and Better the Rest. Then here we have race number 2, Soft Spot, the first timer from Greef Stable, 12-10, Admiral's Shine 18-10, VV Power 28-10, 18-1, Global Design, Bold Captain 20-1, and 22-1 and Longer the Rest. Then there's the third race, number 12, Sweet the Sound 7-20, Lemon Pepper 7-1, Flower Salad 15-1, Coloma of 16-1, Grace Lighting 20-1, Laduna Mia 20-1, and 28, and Longer the Rest. And while we look at race 4, which is the first race that we're going to discuss, World Radar 15-20, Kimberly Star 9-2, Saltiers 5-1, What a Winter 11-2, Theodore Lakey 12-1, and Aqua Delta 14-1. Now here we have World Radar. Now, this horse has run 9 times and he won 6 times. And the 3 times that he didn't win was totally unplaced. Now, I'm scared of these type of horses because you never know what's going to happen on the day. Is the horse going to run? Because last time it finished 10 lengths behind Rolling the Hay. So with this horse, certainly at the betting currently at 15-20, I won't be rushing to put to go to the bookmakers. I will not even bank this horse in my pick 6 because, as I said, you don't know what's going to happen with this horse. Is she going to run? Is she not going to run? She has disappointed on 3 times already, and therefore it's just not a horse that I can feel that you can put your faith in and put the house on. My selection and I am selecting the number 1 horse because, I mean, on the form and on the merit rating, she is the best weighted. You can't discard that. But the problem is, as I said, if she's not right on the day, then anything can beat her. And I think the horse that I would select to beat her is number 2, What a Winter. Now, What a Winter has run over 1,200 meters for 2 seconds and a third. But I've noticed in his last few runs, he was running on from behind. And I see here they suggest that this horse maybe 1,000 is better, but the way that this horse runs on at the end, certainly I don't think the 1,200 meters will be a problem. He has won over the Fairview, coming from behind, beating La Bella Mia, running 22.5, 400 to finish. Certainly that doesn't look to me like a horse that's stopping. And he has run on the poly as well, and he had 2 runs on the turf here in Fairview. But I see on the course, he has had 5 runs for a win and a second. So I think if number 1, Fluffy Slime, I'm sure number 2, What a Winter, will be there to pick up the pieces. Then let's have a look at some other horses in this race. Number 3, Kimberly Star, also finished well behind Global Drummer. I initially had number 3 in my pick 6, but due to cost things, I had to take it out. So definitely a horse that you can include. I just saw something interesting that I never noticed before. Can you see here that World Radar is by advance warning, and she's a 4-year-old, and he has the half brother also by advance warning. I've never noticed that before. That's interesting. So yeah, definitely. So they are a bit of a family. Yeah, I see they paid 700,000 for World Radar, where they paid only 120 for Kimberly Star. So, and Kimberly Star also a horse that is definitely in with a chance in this race. So, doing 3. Aqua Delta 3 runs ago ran a very good race, but in much lower division than it's running today. Saltiers also ran in Global Drummer race, also a little bit less stronger. And I think the surprise package in this race but I mean, the other day we had this thing of Thomas Tucker, you think the horse can't win. So I don't say Toro they cannot win, but I think more for place chance back in quartets and trifectas. We then move on to another Pinnacle Stakes, which is over 1,000 meters. And let's have a look at the betting. Here the betting is as follows. Number 3, Sugar Gum 2-1, La Bella Mia 4-1, Medocino 4-1, Scented Garden 9-2, Racine 6-1, Delicacia 13-2, and Vodka Lime 22-1. Now here again, La Bella Mia is your best weighted, Racine second best, and third is Sugar Plum, Sugar Gun. But I'm going for Sugar Gum, as I feel this is a 3-year-old filly, and she can definitely improved. Is an improver. And with Lyle Hudson, who won easily last time out, beating Medicino by 3 lengths, I think that this horse is going to be hard to beat in this field. For my outside selection, I went for number 7, Delicacia, but again, also out in the weights, but maybe for a place chance, has run some decent races in her time. It's a 3-year-old Global View, can also improve, so include for you quartets and trifectas. Then I would think La Bella Mia also have a chance in this race. She is the best handicap, but I think she's down. I mean, I wouldn't say lost form, but she isn't in the form that she was last year, September, October. Certainly, I think, I can't say the horse cannot win, but I do feel the stable companion has got a better chance. Racine is also a horse who put together 4 or 5 wins in a row, but also lately has not been running, I think, up to expectations. And then Mendocino, you can see, is always there about second, third, fifth. Also, I had this in my picks. I've got this in my pick 6, that's number 3 and 4 horse, because I think Mendocino can also run a huge race here. Then race 6 is merited 78 handicap. And here the betting is as follows. Greek Fire 22-10, Gold Rock 3-1, Danilo 5-1, 13-2, Peaceful Day, Mio Grande 8-1, Up Early 8-1, Beethoven 13-1, Run Flores Run 16-1, 22-1, Mistress of Dream, and Latest Grace 40-1. I was surprised to see the number 6 horse Greek Fire here priced up a favorite, because okay, the horse is relocating from Joburg, but this horse really struggled, because there was a talking horse at one stage, going to win a lot of races, and then I don't know what happened, and the last time he won was in December, when he won a E division, and that day I gave him as I think I gave him as the best bet on the card, because certainly he was down in class, but in higher class he couldn't perform. And today in race 6, he's running in a D division 74. Now he's been running and round about that divisions in Joburg, and he couldn't beat those horses. And for me, I'm going in this race, I'm going for the number 2 horse, Peaceful Day, because I think Peaceful Day has run against better opposition, and has run against, look here, C Division 81, a B Division 93, B Division 85, C Division 82, C Division 79, B Division 83. And he's not too far behind, and he run against some decent horses. Doppio Oro, No Donkey, My Hopes and Dreams has won again after that. Fort Agapia won again the other day. Rocking Ringo, I think, has won 2 or 3 times after this. Trip to Africa is running in a future on Saturday, and Spring Fling, I think, has won 3 races in a row. So certainly I would think Peaceful Day, for my money, is definitely worth a better bet than Greek Fire, definitely. Then my outsider selections is number 1, also Beethoven. Beethoven is also a horse that is running a little bit stronger opposition, and I see he was running on in his last few races over the 1600 and the 1400 meters. And I do think that Beethoven, a nice outsider to include in the back ends of your quartets and trifectas. And then my other outsider selection is number 4, Mio Grande. Mio Grande also a horse that is always there and thereabouts. Last time out came a little bit too late, ran on late for 24.5 third fastest, but definitely a horse that has got ability and needs to be included in all of your bets. And then here we have number 5, Gold Rock. Yeah, I don't know if you guys has noticed, but the Tyra Lang stable was quiet for a while. But now every meeting she's picking up a winner or 2. And I think Gold Rock also certainly not without a shout in this race. I will definitely include this horse into my play. Last time out, also running against a little bit higher position behind Sailing Lizard, and wasn't disgraced in that race. So let's move on to the next race, which is is number 7. Is the Derby over 2,400 meters. And this is certainly a very interesting race. Here we have Colorado Springs 15-10, Swazi Queen 28-10, Jager Moon 4-1, Find Me Unafraid 7-1, Heartbreak Hotel 7-1, Upper 10 13-1, and Magnum Fire 20-1. And I can tell you, I think despite the betting, this is certainly, in my eyes, a much more open race than the betting. Here we have Jager Moon, a horse that has won 6 races in a row and then got beaten by Heartbreak Hotel last time out. I couldn't believe my eyes. But you never know how he's going to run, and that wasn't Polly. Now back on turf, really had 3 runs and a win, and certainly this horse likes to fight. I'm sure he's going to go to the front. There's no doubt about that, and everything just going to depend on the pace. Then we have the 2 fillies, which taking on the Colts and Geldings, and this is Swazi Queen and Colorado Springs, who did meet each other last time out at level weights, and Colorado Springs was just beaten on the line. Now today, Colorado Springs is having 1 kilogram better off for a 0.005 beating. Certainly, that would suit her. And yeah, I'm thinking this horse is not going to go to the front, Colorado Springs, but probably going to sit and try and run them down. I just because I see she also likes to be up on the pace, but certainly if she's going to take on Jack and Moon, she's got her own throat. But I'm sure Greg's Chain has this thing covered. But also then I think Swazi Queen would be the one coming from behind, trying to run them all down. And yeah, definitely a very interesting race. But to my mind, there are other horses that can improve over this 2-4. And like a horse like Find Me Unafraid has also won already 3 races, certainly not a slouch. Also a horse that can upset. Heartbreak Hotel has recently come from Justin Snape. Cliffy Miller owns him now. He won a nice race last time out, 2,000 meters under Polly. But certainly I don't think is a problem on the turf. And Heartbreak Hotel was always a horse that Justin Snape was talking about, but maybe the horse didn't run up to their expectations. I think Magnum Fire might find himself a little bit outclassed in this race today. And then Upper 10, also a filly, carrying 56.5, has also won some nice races. And I've also always got the impression that this horse would be looking at a longer distance, was beaten soundly by Swazi Queen and Colorado. But as I say, over the 2,400, anything can happen. Then we move on to the 1,400 meters race 8, measured rated 96 handicap over 1,400 class B, average measure rated 88. And here the betting is as follows: Water Spirit 22-10, Golden Chance 7-2, Step Lively 9-2, The Highwayman 5-1, Norfolk Pile 6-1, Winter Tango 10-1, Philos 22-1, and Tiger in the Sun 22-1. So here in this race, my first selection is the number 6 horse, which is Step Lively. Now, you'll see that in this race, Golden Chance and Water Spirit are close to each other. Okay, in Water Spirit and Golden Chance ran on level weights. Water Spirit beat Golden Chance. Now today, Golden Chance is getting a little bit turned around in the weights of 1 kilogram. So that will bring her certainly closer to Water Spirit. Then you find Step Lively, who beat Golden Chance, okay, and was carrying 3 kilograms less, beating her by 1 length, Golden Chance, over the 1,200 meters. And I don't think the 1,400 meters will be a problem for this powerful beginning out of a Dancer's Daughter, July winner. Certainly the distance will not be a problem. And today now Step Lively is carrying 54.5 and Golden Chance is carrying 58. So now they also again at 3.5 kilograms. So the weight advantage is actually, she's actually got a 0.5 kilogram better off with Golden Chance than which she beat before. So certainly that brings Step Lively into the picture. Last time out running over 1,000 meters behind Joyful Noise after the race. And I think that run could have just brought her on, but I see she has now had another short rest again. But I don't know if the filly has got a problem or what, but I think number 6, Step Lively, must be a huge runner in this race. Then for outsider selections, I'm going for number 1, the Highwayman, Lyle Hewitson. This horse always gives off his best. He has won on this course and distance. And he always go to the front, and that makes him a danger. He's a good front runner, and certainly I would think he's in the class of this race and can upset all of the previous mentioned. Water Spirit came from Cape Town last time and won at 9-2 after drifting, at 12-1 after drifting from 9-2. And despite that, won easily behind Golden Chance. So certainly not without a prayer again today. Then I just want to mention number 7, Tiger, the Sun. He is known as Jean-Nel Cable, but Tiger and the Sun, on his day, he certainly is not a slouch. You know, this horse has run against Global Drummer here and has run some good races against also Norfolk Pine, 5 Unafraid, running in the future, Jager Immune running in the future. Last time out, you can ignore the cast a shoe. So they say a change is as good as a holiday, and number 7 is a horse that I would include in all my bets, because certainly can surprise in this field today. Then we move on to the 9th race, which is Fillies and Mares handicap 1,400 meters Class C. I must say I like the car today in terms of the quality of horses that are running. I mean, there's not even a 1 E division horse race today, only B and D divisions. And certainly, I think it's going to make a good day's racing. And if you can find the winners, you'll probably be standing in a queue, making a few bob. So here the betting is as follows: Stage Dance 5-2, Encryption 33-10, Brandina is 7-1, 9-1, Traveling Style, Kiss of Life 9-1, 10-1, Scarber Fair, Luna Wish 12-1, Interpret Trevor 13-1, Forest Field 30-1, 28-1, and longer the rest. Now here in this race, they are betting the favorite Stage Dance. Now when Stage Dance came in and he won by 4 lengths, that day he was handicapped to win the race. So the next time they priced him up and he got beaten by Princess Khaleesi, which is also a good horse. Then ran 20 lengths behind Regimental, no explanation given, and then ran on the Polyford behind Sailing Ship. And it is Lyle Hewitson for Gavin Smith, but certainly not my first selection in this race. My first selection in this race is number 8, which is Kiss of Life. Again, the Tara Lang stable, I did mention before that she is picking up in terms of run winners. And if you have a look here, this horse is now running in a C Division 82. But this horse has been running in B Divisions 84, 82, 83, against some quality horses. Santa Therese, definitely a good horse, has won a future or 2. She ran 2nd behind Saint Therese. There she ran under a length behind Saint Therese. And I think that this coup de grace filly definitely is still on the improving. And I'm thinking that she today is going to be a huge runner, Kiss of Life. My outsider selections is number 7, which is Traveling Style. Also a horse that's there and thereabouts. Francie Harold on board, back from overseas. Also, this horse had been running an 85, a 92, 83, 86, 95, and it was never disgraced. Always there and thereabouts. Certainly Traveling Style, a horse that can surprise in this race. And then my other outsider selection for this race is number 1, Luna Wish. Also a horse that's run against some good opposition. You can see here, B Divisions 90, B Divisions 90. Haven't run in a C Division for quite a long time, and I think Luna Wish definitely a serious runner in this field. I will not be surprised to see her standing in a number 1 box, and she's currently at 12-1, certainly inclusive in all of your bets that you are taking. And then I want to scroll down here to number 5, which is Encryption. Also a horse that came, has reeducated and has run quite decent races. Front draw 9 today, maybe a little bit wide, but Louis McCourt's also running well. Sharon Cotson stable also in form, and also certainly a horse that can be involved in a finish, has also been running against a little bit stronger than she's meeting here. So all in all, I think a nice card for the day, and I really hope I could point you in the right direction for a few the winners. And as I always say, break a leg.